about your worst date ever. I hate accidents except when we went from friends to this. Surround me, baby boy. Hello, hi, haven't been here in a while. This video is about Valentine's, that's why I look red. I could have gone pink too, but no, I chose really red. I was not planning on doing this video at all for Valentine's because I have two videos that I wanted to post before this one. I wanted to post my Tallahassee video. I went to Tallahassee for a week and I vlogged the whole thing, so I wanted to post that, and I wanted to post my week 5 update because I didn't do a weigh-in last Sunday and I wanted to talk about it. But Valentine's is upon us and I wanted to talk about Valentine's because, you know, the holiday. I am no expert at all. I am the opposite of the expert, okay? I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I don't know the answers to a lot of the questions that you guys send me, but we're gonna try. So let's dive right in. Get it? Into the ocean with snorkeling gear. The first question I got was, how does weight loss affect love life? I'm gonna talk about this from my perspective, which is a straight female in her late 20s. But if you're attracted to the same sex, just pretend that the guy I'm talking about is actually a girl. So maybe it can like apply to your life better. There are men out there that are attracted to plus size and curvy women. It just depends on who you meet and who you hang out with. Obviously in a relationship, you need to be attracted to the other person. I feel like it does affect it. I wish it didn't. I wish it wasn't the case for me, and I hope it's not the case for you, and if it's not, that's amazing. But I think it is a big factor when it comes to romance and falling in love with somebody, meeting somebody. I'm so mean, I feel so bad. I don't want to say this. When I was in high school, I liked this not cute guy at all. Very not cute guy. And I thought he was the most gorgeous man I had ever seen in my entire life, and it was because he had a really bomb personality. Next question, what are your thoughts on dating while on your journey or after you've reached your goal? I saw this question and I've been thinking about it because I want to know what my thoughts are about it, and I don't know what my thoughts are about it, to be honest. I don't know. I think I just want to keep it simple, and if I meet somebody that I like and that I'm excited about, then I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna date you because I'm trying to lose weight. Like, I'm not gonna say that, right? At the beginning of 2019, I said no, guys. I said no dating because I needed to focus on myself. But it was because I was just starting this new life and this new journey. When you are spending time with somebody else, you spend less time with yourself. So 2019, I said no guys for me. I did not stick to that rule the whole year, but I did stick to it most of it. If you meet the love of your life, then go for it, girl. Like, you can do both, and somebody that loves you will support you. Hello, my camera died. You died. You died. You super died, and I had to revive you, but you're back because I have a new battery. What are my thoughts dating after I reach my goal? I much rather prefer to start dating after. Dating takes time and commitment, and you are talking to somebody new, and that's all you want to do, and he's all you think about. I held off on dating most of 2019 because I was so focused on myself, and I was just like, no guys, no dating, no Bumble, no nothing. Best date you've ever had? I've had really cool dates actually, but at the end of the day, I think when I read this question, the first thing that came to mind was this guy that I was seeing, and he would come to my house after work and we would hang out and we would just talk. We would just sit on the couch and talk until like 3 or 4 a.m. and talk about life and talk about life. Did you ever have trouble dating when you were bigger? I had trouble dating when I was bigger because I can see the difference now. I see that it's easier now, but back then I didn't feel in the moment that was harder. But I guess in hindsight, which is 2020, yes, it was harder to date back then. It was harder because I felt like I was settling for whoever liked me. Does that make sense? Like, if I like somebody a little bit and they like me a lot, I'll be like, sure, let's date. Whereas right now I wouldn't do that, you know? I wouldn't date somebody just because they like me and see what happens. Trouble that I had was not finding a guy that I felt completely proud of to be with. Does that make sense? How do you start conversations? I don't know what to say and I get nervous. I get nervous too. I freak out when I talk to a guy that I like. I look very confident and I am very confident, but a guy that I like talks to me and I'm like, I'll either like give them one word answers like, yep, or I'll like word vomit on them. I'll be like, yep. I'm not the kind of girl that starts conversations. But I think it's totally cool if you are, and I think you should be, and I think I should be too. Because why are we waiting for all these men to make the move, right? We can and we should. My advice is, if you want to talk to the guy that you like, be straightforward, make it simple. Either talk to them about something that you both have in common, or just say hi. Hi, what's up? What are you doing? And I think I speak for myself when I say I'm sometimes terrified to send those texts because I'm like, oh my god, what if he thinks I want to talk to him? And then I'm like, you do want to talk to him. Be honest and don't overthink too much about what you're gonna say. Find something you guys have in common. Tell us about your worst date ever. I did a study abroad and I had a class with this guy. And I thought he was really cute. Then what I felt was the miracle from God. My teacher, my professor, put us in the same group and we started talking. We started texting and he would like come with me to get my coffee and he would come to the library with me and he was so dreamy. I was just like, I'm with this, I'm in this. And then he asked me out on a date. And he asked me out on a date and I was terrified because I was in a city that I didn't know with this guy that I didn't know, and one of my best friends was visiting me from Miami. I didn't want to leave her alone. I asked her to come with me and it just kind of worked out to bring her over with me in the date, which thank God I did. Thank God I did. He took us to this restaurant. He asked for the food to go because he wanted to take us somewhere and I was just like, where? Where are we going after this? And he literally started telling sex, creepy, disgusting jokes on the table. And one of the jokes, the punchline was that he had a mouthful of water. He took a gulp and he spat it out all over him. It was supposed to be a grandma after having oral sex with grandpa, and it was her spitting out. I was just like, what? Why? Maybe this is a cool joke if you're with the guys, but not on a first date. He took us to the middle of a crop field. He did, and I didn't know where I was, and I was scared, and it was dark outside. I just started eating. It was cold. I'm from Miami. Any weather below 50, I am freezing, and he was just like trying to flirt with me and trying to talk to me, and I was just like, I want to go home. This is where the date just, the car wouldn't go. The car wouldn't move. The car got stuck in the mud. The tire wouldn't go. And he was trying to push it. Then I asked him if he needed help. He said yes. So my friend and I, we pushed the car together. And mud was all over me from my feet to my head. And finally the car worked and I just saw him take off and I just looked at my friend and I was like, you think he's coming back? And the cherry on top of the cake was that he came back running to me. He got out of his car and he came back running to me and he tried to pick me up and he couldn't because I was too heavy. That was my worst date ever. Best way to continue working on self-love. It's something that you practice every day. It's how you speak to yourself out loud and how you speak to yourself internally. And that's something that it takes practice to change the narrative that you have in your head about yourself. There's a tape going and you just have to change the tape. Stop the tape of self-hatred and change it, put another tape in, and start a tape of self-love where all you can hear in your head is just positivity. And that's something that takes practice and that you can work on every single day. How to navigate getting more attention after losing weight. I am dealing with it right now. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Most of the time I hate it. I don't like it. I feel like when somebody hits on me, I don't know, it just feels, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't like it. I feel, especially somebody new that I have just met, I'm not used to that. If you are uncomfortable with it, you don't have to put up with anything you are uncomfortable with. And if you are enjoying it, thrive, girl, thrive. Have you ever fallen in love? Yes, I have fallen in love but not many times. I would say a couple times. A couple times. A couple times. A couple times. A couple times, yeah. What do you think of mixed signals? How do I know if somebody is into me? It's only a mixed signal if you want it to be a mixed signal, I guess, right? Because if a guy friend that I have talks to me and he says, oh, you look so beautiful today, and I don't feel anything for him, then that's not gonna be a mixed signal for me. It's gonna be like, oh, he's complimenting me, that's cool. And if a guy that I like says that, I'm gonna be like, does he want to date me? Are we gonna have babies? Very old-fashioned and traditional when it comes to like this. I am the type to believe that if a guy likes you and wants to talk to you, he will make it happen. Not only boy to girl, but there's also anybody. If I like somebody, I make the time to talk to them. You like the person, you talk to them. You don't like them, you don't talk to them. If you're talking to a friend, then that's a little different. But no, you know what? If a guy, whoever it is, wants to talk to you, he will talk to you. Have you ever dated your best friend? I like my best friend. Oh, you like your best friend, girl? Yeah, yes, I have. Yes, it's the best thing in the world to have a guy friend that it is just a friend and that is just a cool friend who is a boy. I love having guy friends. I love it because to me, I find that they give me a better perspective on the male species and they are just cool. The other part of this is that I feel like the best relationships sometimes come out of friendships. And it's a very thin line and it's a very gray area and you're just like, I don't know what to do. So first, you gotta make sure that your best friend likes you back. And two, you gotta make sure that you like your best friend because sometimes we get that confused. My weight has always held me back from having sex. It's hard because obviously when you are insecure about your body and you have to be naked in front of somebody else, you're like, oh my god, look at my rollitos, like don't look at my stretch marks. You can expect somebody else to love your body if you don't love your body, but they can love your body more than you love your body. Just remember that if a guy really likes you and he wants to be intimate with you, then he's probably not even worried about anything else. When was your last date? My last date was probably in November of last year. And it was with somebody that I was seeing before I started to lose weight, and then I bumped into him and then we were like, I went on a cafeteria date. This guy, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, this guy asked me for my number and I never texted him, and then I saw him again and he was like, you didn't text me, and I was like, I know. And he said, you want to go to the cafeteria to have lunch? And I said, sure. So I went to the cafeteria, I met him there, and we had a little like middle of the day lunch thing. All right, those are all the questions. I hope you guys have a happy Valentine's Day. If you have a crush on somebody that you want to hang out with, now is the time to say something, and make sure that if you like somebody, you say happy Valentine's Day, because that's the only way the person's gonna know that you like them. Love yourself, love others, be kind to other people, be kind to yourself, and just have a wonderful Valentine's Day. That's it. You don't have to like and subscribe. Like always, go to the gym, drink your water, do your squats, count your calories. Don't count your calories. Do whatever's gonna make you feel your best. I support it. Have a wonderful Valentine. I'm out. Peace.